Welcome back, everybody. I am the Graybeard Gamer. You already knew that. So what's your name? Comment below, all 5 of you watching. So we have reached the end of this long journey. 335 games, if you can believe that. I knew it was over 300, I just didn't stop and do the math. So 335 video captures that I have done down in this very chair. A lot of it was done a year ago, May of last year. Just sat on my hard drive, as I've said before. Finally got some inspiration to do something with it. And I even added more. It's like, 260 is not enough. Let's add another 65. I think that's what I had, 260, 270. So I do everything in excess, it seems. Talking's one of them, as you've come to learn that about me. So this is my favorite 20 of the 335. You know how hard that was to go down to just 20 games? It's pretty tough. There's some, I could do honorable mentions, and I could even do a list of ones that I wish I'd never played, because that list is pretty long. There's some stinkers on there. I'm looking at you, Ultraman, on Saturn and Genesis. My gosh, what were you guys smoking when you made that game? I mean, I'd get my money back from your dealer, because you were tripping balls on that stuff. Terrible game. And there's another one. Some Dino Rex, I think it is. Dino Rex. And I think that's a Saturn game. Just abysmal. No redeeming value at all. And there's another dinosaur game, Jurassic Park, which is just crap. It was a cash grab. They put the Jurassic Park name on it, kind of like the last few movies. Just trying to do a cash grab. Terrible. One dinosaur game that I do like is Primal Rage. I'm a big fan of Primal Rage. I've got that on multiple platforms, as you've seen. And I'll go ahead and give you a sneak peek. It's going to be on here. And I've read online, they say the premier edition of Primal Rage is found on the Nintendo Wii. I believe it was the Wii. There's the GameCube. One of them. I disagree. It's the Saturn. Saturn looks the best. I play it 4x3 mode, but that's how it was intended to begin with. Arcade is 4x3. So that'll be on there. You'll see that. A lot of the games, whatever I recorded them on originally on the videos, the hardware they were recorded on, is not necessarily the version you're going to see in this compilation of my favorites. The reason being is after 335 captures and then making 16 videos of those captures, kind of pressing the easy button. I am going to put a lot of the PlayStation 4 versions of those games on this video because I have them, and once I got the controller in my hand, it just makes sense to just keep rocking through those, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. The Dreamcast may make an appearance on here. I've already recorded 11 captures, so I'm just kind of taking a break and doing this little intro in between. I've already done 11. I'm going to do 9 more. I've got the PlayStation 3 fired up, so it's about to get at least one title. Don't know if I'll do anything on the 360 or the Xbox. I'm definitely going to do one on the Wii because the only copy I have of this one game was only ever made for the Wii. And I'm looking down here if you wonder what I'm looking at. I'm just kind of perusing my consoles. Probably not going to put any Genesis stuff on there. No 16-bit, no 8-bit, because they're not my favorites. I enjoyed some of them, but they're not my favorites. So no guilt there. You're not going to shame me into that. The Amiga, I can't remember how many Amiga games I put on there, but one in particular, it's not that it plays great, it looked great for its time, but it's the sound. International Karate Plus, IK Plus. It's just got a thumping soundtrack, and it sounds great on my sound system down here. And it brought back so many memories when I was playing it. Back before before they were using CD audio, and everything had to go through, the hardware itself. Those guys were geniuses with their midis and their samples and whatnot. Donkey Kong Country comes to mind, Super Nintendo. That dude that did the soundtrack for that squeezed every bit of, know-how out of his brain and capability out of that Super Nintendo to lay that soundtrack down. It's brilliant. And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega always had really good sound. But, man, that IK Plus, YouTube it, get on there, and turn up your speakers, man. Put on your headphones. It's awesome. It's rocking. So I appreciate you taking this trip with me. I'm not going to do an outro, just an intro. I'll just do a little thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click the button below and like it. Please love me, like me, notifications. You know the routine, all that stuff. I'm not monetized. I'm tiny. There's people that get more views per second than I will get in 10 years. But that's okay. You're here, and that's all that matters. So if you do like it and you want to see some more stuff, it's always nice to get some encouragement. Throw a comment down below. Let's talk. Let's chat. So with that said, let me get back at it. Let me knock down these other 9, and I'll put this up for you as soon as I can. So thanks for being here. Be blessed. Love all of you. Take care.
All right, so the first game we're going to go through is one of my favorites, is Mortal Kombat X, in this case XL. Choose Goro. I like playing with Goro every once in a while. Pick on somebody our own size. Little Ferritor ought to get it done. And for the level, we will do the Cove. There's people that rag on this game. They say it looks too dark. People look sweaty and shiny. I don't mind it. I think it's a brilliant looking game. Keep in mind, I am running it through an M Classic and the 4K Gamer Pro, so that may make a difference. Well, I know it makes a difference. I think the game looks stunning. So look at that. I mean, that's just great to me. I actually like this game better than Mortal Kombat 11. And I think, there's other people that probably are in that camp as well. I like the gameplay. I like the level design here. I mean, just look at that water. The water dynamics are killer. Oh, I missed the dead guy. He's trying to get me a little zombie dude to throw at him. I'm getting ran over here. Damn it. Gotta get serious here now. Block my super. He's good at that. Yeah, look at the water. Just look how good that looks. Now I'm watching this on my LG TV, which has a fantastic picture. But it should be able to translate where you can see how nice it looks. Holds up well, I guess you could say it's an older game, not necessarily old, but the PlayStation 4 is what this is running on. Still does its job. I think it's still a viable console. If you don't have the money to go out and get a PS5 just yet, or even if you just don't want a PS5, this still does the job. That's right. Yeah, he looks a little shiny. He's out of breath. He's got blood on him, but hey, we've all been there. Who hasn't had blood on them while they're sweaty and out of breath? You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's it for this one. On to the next. All right, next up, in the list of 20, we've got Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3. For whatever reason, I usually pick from the Marvel side. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Let's do a different costume. Let's see. That's what I just chose. Dang it. I'm going to hang out in a minute. What's 6? Well, let's go with that. That's neat. Choose MODOK. I think his alt looks like Elvis. Yeah, that cracks me up. So we'll do a little MODOK action. And why not some Ragnarok looking Thor? Not Thor, freaking Hulk. Get it right. Alright. Let's get after it. I think in the compilation videos I was doing this on Xbox 360, maybe the PlayStation 3, I can't remember. I have it on that. But this is on the PlayStation 4. That's going to be a recurring theme here. Whatever I recorded it on originally may or may not be what I do this best of on, because I've got a lot of these titles actually on the PlayStation 4. So just pushing the easy button, I can just keep it rolling while I got this controller in my hand. So this is more of just you know, to show you what my favorites are, not necessarily what console I choose to play it on, because they're available on, like most titles, they have them on multiple consoles. The exception to that's going to be like console specific stuff. Like one of the games is for the Nintendo Wii, and it is only on the Nintendo Wii. But in cases where I have it elsewhere, you'll probably see it pop up on here. This is funny how he moonwalks when he walks backwards. That's very much a Deadpool thing. So I've knocked them all out just with basically Deadpool. So I don't even know what he's saying. So yeah, this game, I've always liked it. I've enjoyed it. On to the next one. Let's see what we have in store. See you in a sec. This is Injustice 2, again, on the PlayStation 4. And, you know, it's available in different flavors. Other consoles have it. I've got all the DLC, as you see. This is one of the games that I have played the story mode and actually finished it. I enjoyed this one. The first game, not so much, but I did get a kick out of this one. I liked it. We'll do Harley Quinn. Let's let her face Mr. J. We'll go easy. And we'll let it surprise us with a level. Usually when I do that, it picks this one right here, Gotham City. Let's see what it does today. Oh, cool. Didn't do Gotham. Did Arkham, though, so that's Mr. J related. Yeah, let's get on with it. Now, you'll see a common theme in my selections. I'm a big fan of the NetherRealm Studios games, as well as the Street Fighter series. Overall, I would say I prefer like Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter. And I will be getting the new Mortal Kombat 12 whenever it comes out this year. They just gave a teaser for it, so hopefully it's on the horizon. And Street Fighter 6 will be out in about a month from the time I'm making this video, and I will be getting Street Fighter 6. I've already had the demo, and I put the demo, some gameplay from that, on one of the volumes. So it'd be nice to get the full game, if there is such a thing anymore. Everything's DLC. There is no full game anymore. It's the biggest con in video games. Spend, you know, 70, 80, 90 bucks, whatever, for a game, and it's not even complete. She got a little Margot Robbie thing going on there. Just realized that. They picked a good person to play her. All right, that's it for that. See you on the next. So next up, Dead or Alive 2. This is actually the PlayStation 2 version being played on the PlayStation 4. And this game is playing extremely loud, so I'm hoping you can hear me. Don't know why. I went and adjusted the volume to try to lower it, and it's still like, nope, you're loud. Let me turn it down just so the surround sound doesn't blow out the microphone. But yeah, I fell in love with this on the Dreamcast originally. A buddy of mine bought a Dreamcast. He worked at Target at the time, and he bought it, and the first thing I ever saw on it was Echo.
This is power.
And then
Lei Fang.
I ended up buying the Sports Edition, the black one, when it came out, and used to just play this in Soul Calibur, like crazy. Played it a lot, and it still holds up well graphically, I think. The boss at the end was always a pain, but then I got to where he was pretty easy. I haven't played this game in quite a while. Now I do believe when I captured this, it was on original hardware. It was on Dreamcast. But this round, again, I'm becoming a broken record. I just pressed the easy button. Alright, so that was a close one, but it's done. We'll end this one here. Alright, this is Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the PlayStation 4. I think on the original video I did PlayStation 3, maybe Xbox 360. Let's do Cammy. Now, from what I've heard in the new Street Fighter 6, they're going to cover Cammy's butt cheeks up. There's not going to be any more thong action going on, which is crazy. But yeah, somebody wanted to get rated G with it, I guess. It is what it is. That'd be like making Mai from Street Fighter not have any jiggly boobs. It's just part of it. But what you just saw there, Cammy's butt shining, those days are over. Now maybe they'll change it, but that's just what I heard. And this is another good looking game. It's held up well. And Street Fighter 5, yeah, that's great too. It's probably better than this, but you know, not by much. Street Fighter 6 does look strong though, I can say that much. After playing the demo, I'll be excited to have the full version of that one. Alright, Cammy. Close this dude out. I'm just doing basic moves because that's all I know. I'm not a pro at any of these games. I wish they'd do a Street Fighter Mortal Kombat collab. That would be sick. That would be fantastic. Those sides are never going to work together. Or make it a three-way. Do Tekken. Tekken and Street Fighter's already done their stuff. Throw Mortal Kombat in there with those guys, and that game would sell like crazy. There'd be people waiting in line for that game. Alright, so that's what most people do after they win a fight. They do all those fancy moves like that. Please wait's on her hat. Ooh, she got a hat that changed to press 2P start. Off we go to another. Here we are with Samurai Showdown on the PlayStation 4. I know that's a shocker. Seems to be most of what I'm doing here. And I do have this on Nintendo Switch, and I believe in my videos I did both versions. Let's pick the little cat-eared girl. I'll give her that costume. Because we can, you know. We have that luxury. Let's do random. So we're going to be out in a field. But this game, I think, pops. I think the colors on it are just killer. I think this game looks really nice on the PlayStation 4. Especially with the M Classic and the 4K Gamer Pro. I'm sorry, I'm reading the text as I'm playing this. Now there's other Sam Show games that I've had in there, but this would be my favorite, just because it's visually impressive and the gameplay I think is better. They've gotten better at what they do. Now there's going to be a recurring theme also in the types of games. Most of them are going to be modern. Just, you know, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of that cracks me up. Look at him eating a big ass fried turkey leg. Not going to be a whole lot of retro stuff on here. There's some that I'm sentimental towards, but when it comes down to it, I liked them for their time, but they didn't age well. One of those is War Gods. War Gods for the Nintendo 64. That game, I had it originally back in the day on PC, and I thought it was, you know, it was a good game. But it's mostly just because it was one of the first 3D games that came out for the PC, and I'd just gotten, you know, some voodoo 3DFX stuff going on, and it's just a way to showcase that. But the gameplay, either I've just gotten worse at games, or the gameplay is just absolutely terrible compared to what I've grown accustomed to. You know, the slick controls of modern fighting games, for the most part, they've got it dialed in. The Street Fighter stuff, the Mortal Kombat stuff, pretty tight game. You know, they've gotten good. And this one, although I don't know my way around too much, this controls pretty well. You've had it now. Look how bloody he is. She looks, you know, clean. I don't know. Maybe it's his own blood. He pulled him out some Twinkies to celebrate. That's cool, I guess. Alright, you know the routine. Let's stroll on over to another deal. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's probably going to be on the PlayStation 4, but who knows. May change my mind. Alright, this is Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma Extend. An Arc Systems Works game. Big fan of their stuff. I like their art style. They have very colorful backgrounds. The fighting is pretty good. For somebody that actually knows how to play fighting games, I imagine it's great. That would not be me. There's a Hellboy ripoff. Maybe. What do you think? Yay, nay? Let's see. I don't know what he is.
Light, what are you doing in the library?
She's a little jiggly. Team Ninja would approve. Dead or Alive creators.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
And I guess the SNK people would. Maya would give her a run for her money. But there's a few games that I think is going to make the cut from Arc. I think you'll see, I think 2 more maybe, if I go that direction. Like I said, I've got a list with a good bit on it, and I'm trying to narrow those down. You know, when you've got 300 and something games and you're trying to just pick your best 20, it's not as easy as you think. Because there's a lot of them that I enjoy that I haven't played in a long time while I was making those videos. And as I said before, a lot of those captures are over a year old. So going back and revisiting all those captures while I was putting the videos together, like, oh, I forgot about that one, or I forgot about that one. So it's good to reminisce. It's good to see, you know, the history and all the good titles I've gotten to play, how fortunate I've been. And I hope they keep making fighting games for, you know, years and years to come, long after I'm gone. You know, as you've seen in my videos, I am no spring chicken. I'm not ancient. You know, I'm not as young as I once was, but I'm also, you know, hopefully got a good many years left if I put myself in the grave. I'm just pushing buttons. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no technique here. What does that do? You know, a lot of games share the same, you know, controls, like the Hadouken for Ryu. That control works in 99% of fighting games and does something. Well, she won, so that's good news, I guess. So there you go, winner chicken dinner.
Professor, I'm sorry.
All right, let's go find another one. Let's see what else we got in the
I must go now.
the hat, so to speak. See what I can draw out of here. See you in a sec. Here we are with King of Fighters 15. Broken record, I know. This is PlayStation 4. The superior version, I'd say, is on my Xbox Series X, which I think is what the capture on my videos came from. The 12-year-old boy in me will not let me play this game without choosing Mai, because she's such a fantastic fighter and no other reason. That's the only reason, I promise you. It's not because, you know, how she's equipped. I promise you. And if you believe that, then you're good. Just picking some randos here. We'll do all girls. And since I'm doing all girls on my side, let's do all girls for my competition. I don't know what the outfit color matters, honestly. Just changing it up. We'll put Blondie in here, Blue Mary. Give her some blue jeans to complete the ensemble. Of course, it's gonna be my. Why wouldn't it? Why would you not choose my? Let's see. What level shall we use? Let's do the theme park. Because everybody knows that women like to get together and abandon theme parks and beat the crap out of one another. That's just, it's known. It's like how they go to the bathroom in groups. They go to abandoned theme parks in groups and then get pissy with each other and start wailing away, because that's just how it goes. Looks like Five Nights at Freddy's in the back there on the right, doesn't it? Now, this is another visually impressive game. Again, if you're not ready for a next-gen console, PlayStation 4 is still doing its thing. Now, I'm not a fanboy of any console, because I have lots of them. So clearly I enjoy them all for one thing or another. But I will say the PlayStation 4 was the better of the two of the last gen consoles. And I guess you throw Nintendo Switch in last gen too, but it's kind of a mid-gen deal. It's a, kind of an anomaly. And the Nintendo Switch, actually, for what it is, pretty impressive. For what it can do, it's kind of kooky. Because it's just an Android phone, really. I mean, that's about as powerful as it is. So the fact you can do what you can with it, it's pretty impressive. There's a lot of good titles on the Switch. You know, Hellblade. Tell me how they pulled that off on a freaking Switch. But they did. And it looks good. Now, it's not as good as on the other consoles, but pretty freaking good. I gotta keep rolling. Like Limp Bizkit said, rolling, 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 rolling. What? They also said they did it all for the Nookie. I guess that makes sense for this game. Because every prepubescent, you know, boy, or even pubescent, they're playing this game. I don't know. The internet's kind of ruined, you know, sexy women in video games, because guys can just go get on Pornhub with, like, you know, boom, they click and they're there. Back in my day, you had to look at video games. I was just thinking how true that probably was. Alright, so that's all for that one. As you stare at Mai's jutting out butt. Enjoy. Stare at it just a second longer, because here we go. And bye. This is Guilty Gear Zerd, or Xrd, XRD, Rev 2. Another Arc Systems game. Arc System Works. Big fan of their stuff, as I said earlier. There may be one more that appears. Maybe two. Just scrolling through, see who strikes my fancy. That dude reminds me of somebody from a movie, and I can't remember who. If you know, comment down below who Faust reminds you of, if he's from somebody in a movie. Let's not do a chick, let's do Potemkin, because he's just a big son of a bitch. What color scheme? We'll do that because he looks like Earthworm Jim on steroids. And surprise me with a level. Let's see, since we got a big old dude, let's pick a small female that'll probably beat the crap out of me. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay when you like the abuse. We'll go white with both of them. Yep, they're dropping your big ass out of a plane. How's she going to show up is the question. She's coming in hot. Alright, so she's some type of alien chick that's been asleep. Let's get on with it. Heaven or hell? Tough choice. I think I'll choose heaven. Yeah, that's definitely an Earthworm Jim suit. Who made Earthworm Jim? Wasn't it some toy company that came out with that character? I remember playing the first Earthworm Jim games on maybe it was the Genesis. And again, I might have played it on PC. It's hard to remember back 30 years ago, you know. I play Earthworm Jim. EWJ is what I want to call him. I play that game every once in a blue moon. I've got it on I've got that game on Saturn, I know, and the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. It looks pretty good on Saturn. Saturn was an underrated console. I feel sorry for Sega. They had two good consoles that just never found their footing because of Sony. All right, all right, all right. Big EWJ, victorious. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. What was that about? EWJ wins. All right. Let's find another one to talk about, shall we? We shall. So this is self-explanatory what we're playing here. This is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition. I am going to choose the original Street Fighter 2. I played that back in the day on Genesis and Super Nintendo and probably PC. This is a big improvement over what that was. That was a turd of a game. People liked it, I guess. I never cared for it. But all of these are, except for that one, the original, all these are solid games. They really are. But for the sake of this, we're going to play this one here and also pushing the easy button. I can't remember what I recorded it on originally. But for now, as I keep saying like a broken record, we're doing PlayStation 4. I'm just knocking out as much as I can of the cross titles on whatever console I got fired up. When I fire up the PlayStation 3, I'll see how many of those are on that one. Oop, don't want that. Free play. There we go. Little Ryu. Whoever he is. That's a slow Hadouken. There's some well-behaved elephants, you know. That's all they do is swing their trunks every once in a while. But they don't go anywhere. They don't try to stampede anybody. They just sit there like good boys and girls. There you go. He just, hey, I'm still alive. Look at me. What does he say? I know the Hadouken, but what's the when he's doing the little helicopter kick, which I can't remember how to do. Yay! You won. Yoga fire. There we go. Who's got my toothpick? What is he saying? That's to the music. Alright, you're done. You look away. All of a sudden the fan got turned on and they're doing a photo shoot of you. That's cool. Whatever works for you. You done busted that man's face up. You gotta feel good about yourself beating up an old man. Alrighty, on to another. Alright. This, I believe, is the last PlayStation 4 game on here. Another Arc System Works game, as you see at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, let's test our skills in the arcade mode. I don't know why I said it that way. I guess I don't need a reason.
Character select.
Man, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X load so much faster than the PlayStation 4. You forget about it till you go back to it.
Narmaya.
Sure. Alright, we'll do some yellow on you.
Metera.
Oh. I don't know who to choose.
Zeta.
I forgot this game's modified with a nude patch. Oh, I don't want to show you all that, do I?
Fairy.
She's naked as a jaybird.
Lancelot. Zoe.
She's got clothes. I forgot I had that on there. Maybe I've never played it with it on there. That's why I forgot. Trying to keep this from being censored.
Zoe.
So I will not show that content. Alright, let's get to it. Come on now. You'd already be loaded on the PlayStation 5.
Believe in victory.
No cutscenes required. Get on with the battle. Shit, that shows is tiny. Like a dwarf. No, I guess the other girl. Oh, they're both wearing tall heels. The other girl's got some Gene Simmons boots on though. Yeah. You got a little dragon in there. I have nothing. But I beat you anyway, huh?
Not even the primals.
Very nice.
Player one.
That's what Borat says. You saw him in another video of mine, setting up by my controllers.
Don't under.
He's the best of Mish. Very nice. He said, "This is my neighbor, Nursa Akbai. He is pain in my asshole. I get the step, he must get the step. I get window from a glass, he must get window from a glass." Then what does it say? I get VCR recorder he cannot afford. Great success.
That was impressive. I always enjoy our duels.
Well, I appreciate you telling me that was very impressive. I normally don't hear that from big busted women. Okay, so like I said, I think that is the last of the ones I want to show you on PlayStation 4. Next up might be the Dreamcast or the Saturn or the Switch. I know the Saturn's coming into play because there's a game that I have on the Saturn that I do have on multiple other platforms. I just enjoy the Saturn the best, even though I play it in 4x3, but that doesn't bother me. Alright, see ya. Alright, so we are back on the PlayStation 3. This is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is still a very good game in my opinion. Looks nice. If I hadn't have told you it was PlayStation 3, you might have thought it was a more current console. Let's go with Cammy and Poison. Why not?
I have an urgent report on the object we observed.
Yeah. No backstory. Let's just get to the fisticuffs. Cat fight. In the middle of a cat fight. As Ron Burgundy says, in the middle of a cockfight. That's to you Anchorman fans out there. You know what I'm talking about. Steve and whoever that dude is. How do you pronounce that name? Hwarang? Sure.
Stand by. Okay.
So look at that. Tell me that's not good graphics for frickin' PlayStation 3.
We'll finish this together with one strike.
Looks pretty good.
To worry about this team.
I think the PlayStation 3 was a huge generational leap over PlayStation 2. More so than the 4 was over the 3. I think anyway. I think this generation, the PlayStation 3, didn't get the love it deserved. It's a better console than the Xbox 360. and I'm not saying that because I'm a fanboy. I have an Xbox 360 and I think it's fantastic. The PlayStation 3 was a superior machine, just as the PlayStation 4 was better than the... Oh, that's perfect. Was better than the Xbox One. And the PlayStation 5 seems to be better at this point than the Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox Series X as well, but I play the PlayStation 5 more. Part of that's because I have a VR, PlayStation VR 2, and I have the original VR on the PlayStation 4. But I like all consoles, I really do. That's why I have a lot of the older consoles. Well, as you see, I was victorious. Battle rank, AAA. Is that good? Seems like it's good. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, we are on the Nintendo Wii. The only console that this game came out on. It was in the arcade and the Wii, and that was it. And I'm not sure why. It's a good title. Let's see. Who shall I choose? I always like Beautiful Joe. I have no idea who she is, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. Chun-Li. This is a really good game. It's a shame it didn't come on other platforms. Maybe some exclusive thing Nintendo had with Capcom. Come on, Joe. Get you some. Get you some, Joe. Know how it's done, son. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about, though. Get you some. What it will do that. Ah, you sucker. Get him, Joe. Get him, Joe. Slam that bitch. Oh, excuse me. Might be children watching this. Oh well, there's worse on TV. You can say anything you want on TV just about now. It's insane. That slam is just brutal. Get angry, Joe. Get angry. Yeah. How do I switch to her full time? I don't know. I don't know how to slam this dude, though. Slam her, too. Joe, you gotta get angry, little fella. You about to bite the dust. That's a nice move. No, Chun-Li, get back. Get back, I said. That's what you get messing around with Joe. What, you want some of that too, buddy? You like it? Look at that. Just a little sliver of health left in little Joe. Just jacked him up. I'm happy with the results of that. What about you? I know you'd like it. That's why you're still watching this video, because you like it. And I appreciate it. Alright. Let's see if I can scrounge up another. I think I need another to get up to 20. I'll need to check my list over there. So one of the games I was going to put on here with my Dreamcast, can't find it. So I'll probably find an alternate. So give me a minute, see what I come up with. Okay, so this is Killer Instinct on the Xbox Series X. It's actually an Xbox One game, but since I don't have an Xbox One, I am playing it via the Series X. This has always been a good game. I've loved it, you know, as soon as I was able to download it. My son had it on a Series, not a Series X, but an Xbox One. So when I got the Series X, I went and downloaded it because it is a good game for people like me that like to button smash and pull off some combos. So this is actually just me commenting on the game after I've already recorded it, because the Series X, you got to go through a bunch of stuff to try to capture your voice while you're playing. Only console that's a pain to do that. But it is what it is. So as you see, I'm pulling off some cool moves here. Had the little hand come up and grab her. Don't know how I did it. I just did it. I push enough buttons. I, you know, traditionally like to do some Hadouken type moves. Hadouken! And that usually generates something. I like this character, Spinal. He's crazy. This game has some really good characters on it. You know, the chick here, the ghost chick I'm fighting, she's a little creepy. But she's got some moves too. I just got her in the corner giving her a bunch of shoulder barrages. Boom, boom, boom. And she's down. And that's that. Now he's doing his maniacal laugh. So yeah, it's a cool game. Taco Supremes for everybody. Alright, on to the next one. Here we are with Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, also known as Mortal Kombat 9 or Complete Collection. I don't know what it's called, something like that. This is on the PlayStation 3. We're just going to do a quick little doodad here, little round of some action. I've actually got this unlocked with the you know, other characters that you can't normally play. I like Kentaro because he just looks cool. Kentaro. We'll do medium. Why not? I normally go easy just because, as it's well documented, as I've told you 1,000 times, I suck at fighting games. Look how different Sindel looks here versus the new stuff. Sindel in MK11 though, she's not bad looking. So, but you know, she doesn't look like the typical Sindel. That's more akin what she has looked like in the past. You knew that was coming. You can't use these guys without stomping on people. Man, after playing Goro in MKX, he's like 1,000 times faster than Kentaro. Kentaro moves probably more realistic, like something his size would. I don't like that I can't use the analog. It's making me use the D-pad, which I don't know if there's a way to change that or not. Come on, man. Well, technically you're not a man. You're a male, I guess. I guess that's your pronoun. Boom. There you go. Oh, some fire or something. Yeah, there you go. I knew he had it in him. As he should. He's like, you know, 1,000 pounds to her 120. I was reading online on a Reddit forum. People were talking about how they were shocked that Raiden was 7 feet tall. I don't know if he looks that way in games or not, but you know, he's a god. Doesn't surprise me. He's almost as tall as Shaq. Shaq Fu did not make this list. Sorry to say. I like Shaq. He and Chuck on TNT are just comical together. There we go. That song by Prodigy comes to mind. Smack my bitch up, because that's what he just did. I don't know any finishing moves for this turkey. Let's toast her a little bit. There you go. His face is all beat to hell, but he won. She's bloody. Look at that. All right, guys. You know the routine. Here comes another one. This is Primal Rage on the Sega Saturn. My favorite version of this game. I'm sorry, I just like the sound of that. What are the options? I've never even looked at the options. I could play with that all day. Originally had this on PC, but I've played it on everything from the 3DO to the Genesis to Super Nintendo, the Wii or the GameCube, whichever one it was on. I always do Vertigo.
Long ago, Talon's people were safe. The cataclysm came.
At the time, we probably thought, man, look at that. That looks cool. Now you're like, man, look at that. That sucks. And you'd be correct both times. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. I'm going to lose because I suck at this, but it doesn't stop me from enjoying the game. Like I said, this is a lot of nostalgia more than anything. See, that looks good for an old game. Seems what, 1996, maybe? I don't remember how to do the little laser thing she throws. This is the only female dinosaur, I think, in the game. I mean, that blood was pretty cool looking for its time. How it shines through the reflection. You got the little people worshiping you. I used to know how to eat them. I know you can do volleyball with them. I just smacked that one dude. I'm about to die. Take a bite out of me. That's what you do when you win the second time, which I'm already conceding is going to happen. Rage. Any of the combos. I used to play this on PC with a Gravis gamepad. If you remember those. Gravis came out with a PlayStation gamepad clone. And it was great. PlayStation, in my opinion, still has the best controllers. The Xbox, original Xbox, that huge one they called the Duke. I hated it when they came out with a controller S. I was a big fan of that. Look at that. We're tied. Yeah, baby. Rage. Rage. They need to come out with a PMS Rage. I don't know about that. The all-female characters. Then you could have the sequel to that, which would be men and women fighting, marital combat. Alright, come on now. I'd really love to know the moves. I'd probably do pause and do the moves if it would tell me. Wouldn't you know, I got lucky. Take a bite out of him. Be like McGruff. Take a bite out of crime. I guess no such luck. Well, that wraps this up. I'm not sure if I got any more on the Saturn or not, but if I do, you'll see it in a sec. We are here on the PlayStation 3. I'm doing just as I did on the PlayStation 4, and I'm milking it for all it's worth. Since I've got it fired up, I'm finding things that might have been on my list, and sure enough, one of the games was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It is on the Mortal Kombat arcade collection you see above. I rotated till I found the one I wanted, and you know, we're gonna rock it. So here we go. I first had this game on the PC, and I dug it. Played it quite a bit. Who do we want? Shang was always cool, so was Liu. I always liked the maskless Sub-Zero. Sorry to clear my throat. It's been an ongoing thing.
Round one, fight.
Now, I'm in awe when I watch people that play this game and can string together these brutal combos and stuff, because I just don't. I mean, as you see, I get stuck. Come on, I want to get a toasty on you. I'll just freeze you, then toast you. Knock you up to the level. Trying to remember these moves. Like Celine Dion said, it's all coming back to me. Fell for that one. Oh, just missed it. We're both wearing blue and black, like Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Blue on black. I might lose this. Oh, I'm just not feeling it. Give me a toasty, man. Don't do that. Anybody's game. Ah! She got me! Oh well, that's the breaks. That's how it goes. I play till it's over. Win or lose, I go to the next one, and that's where we're going. So we are back on the Saturn. Marvel Superheroes. I think the Saturn was just king of the 2D fighters. I know some people say the Neo Geo's up there too, and they got a good argument. But the Saturn was just a 2D beast, and I still think it looks good. On a CRT, I'm sure it'd be spectacular, but even on this, you know, modern television, looks good. Crispy AF. And look at Juggernaut, he's huge. Look how big the sprites are. I mean, he's just giant. I mean, just really impressive. You can really feel the size. And like the other Capcom games, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and whatnot, there's no ceiling, so you're not confined to just this, you know, level. You can jump up and go out of frame, and I like that. It gives you the illusion of a bigger game, bigger play field. Oh, that's Spidey. He just squashed the bug some more. Come on, Spidey. You got more in you than that. I'm not familiar whether or not they put the Rhino in any of these games. He'd be a good character. Yeah, he's strong as hell, like Juggernaut. Rhino Man, is that his name? Oh, Spidey, you got like a 23-foot vertical. That's pretty impressive. That's it. All she wrote. Alright guys, I think that does it for the Saturn. I'm going to move on to another console. See you in a bit. We are on Soul Calibur 4 on the PlayStation 3. I don't know what happened to my unlocked people, but whatever. I always play Yoda anyway because I think he looks cool. Little dude getting down, smacking people up, being, 3 feet tall. So let's go, let's get us some Yoda. Always been a Soul Calibur fan, and this one was a favorite when it first came out on PlayStation 3. Look at that hair on him, the detail on it for a PlayStation 3 game. Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Battle 1, fight.
And being today, ironically enough, that I'm filming this capture is May the 4th. How fitting that we got the little green Jedi Master busting a move on one of my favorites. She had no chance. As Austin Powers Faja said to the guy on Dr. Evil's ship that didn't even have a name tag on, the henchman. You don't even have a name tag. You've got no chance. Yeah, baby. It'd be funny to have Austin Powers in a fighting game, wouldn't it? Come on. I know some more moves than this. It's been a minute. That's what I like about Soul Calibur games. You can knock them out and still keep beating them. Alright, Yoda. Very good. Alright, gang. Let's fire up another. Okay, so this is Mortal Kombat 11. I was teetering on adding this to the list or not, but I am such a Mortal Kombat fan, I figured what the hell. So who shall we choose? I mean, there's a lot of characters on here to choose from. There could be more, in my opinion. I'm hoping Mortal Kombat 12 will give us, some more without having it have to be DLC. That drives me nuts. Let's do some, you know what? Let's do somebody I don't normally play.
Cassie Cage.
She'll work. Let's go against some Revenant Kung Lao. We'll do easy, just to give myself a chance. As far as the level goes, let's do a little random action. Alright. Let's get after it. Come on. Alright. Let's see what I can do with Cassie. That ain't good. Kinda need my spine. Ooh, there you go. That's pretty slick. Oh man. What's that coming out of the... Well, that'd be the end of her in real life. And then you add that to it. But then they're like, let's check that out. It's like merely a flesh wound, Monty Python. He's about to win. We gotta give her the old cage shadow kick. Not a scratch on her.
Fight.
Come on, hombre. You got all my blood in the sand there. I like that move. Ooh, not bad. They need to bring back the toasty. Maybe I'll bring it back. Toasty!
Hashtag you're dead.
Hashtag you're dead. That's cool. Alright, so don't know where this falls in the list. I'm not doing this in alphabetical order. I'm not doing this in order of preference. Just a randomization event. Whatever I record, I put it on there. This doesn't necessarily mean it's my 20th favorite or my first favorite. Just one in the mix. And what I'm going to do is actually put this as the last video, so I can go ahead and say my goodbyes and wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, through all of this, through 16 volumes of all those games, and then to watch this recap, which is by far the longest video yet. Most of them, I think the longest was maybe 11 minutes. A lot of them clocked in at the 7, almost 8-minute range. Some are a little over 8. And this one is much longer than that. So I really do appreciate you being here. I don't have many subscribers, but for the ones I have, I appreciate it. There's so many other videos on YouTube. For you to choose this means a lot. And I really sincerely appreciate you watching it. So if you haven't yet, like and subscribe, and hit that bell and all the other things everybody else on YouTube tells you to do. I'm going to be like them. So when I do post more content, whenever that will be, you'll be notified and you get to see what other things I've been up to. So I'll probably do a Dreamcast video coming up soon, showing the before and after of what the HDMI mod does, the DC HDMI, DC Digital HW2. So we'll see how that goes. That ought to be kind of neat. I like doing comparison videos, just like I did with the before and afters on the Xbox and the Wii's and the, all that stuff, showing the M Classic and the 4K Gamer Pro. So look out for the Dreamcast one coming up, hopefully in the not too distant future. Give me a week or so, and I can get that rocked out for you. All right, so again, appreciate you being here. You guys have a blessed day or night, whatever it is, your part of the world, whatever time you're watching this. Love all of it. What that mean? I can't talk. I'm getting tongue-tied. What I'm trying to say is I love you all. Thanks for watching. Take care.